football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Antlers and the Steamers, and it's all up next.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, we begin the divisional round with a tremendous matchup. It's our visitors and our home team. So glad you have joined us. It's a divisional round matchup here in the playoffs. Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson, partner, both these teams feeling the momentum, feeling good. They won last week on Wild Card Weekend. They're starting to look forward and dream Super Bowl. One of these teams gets to the conference championship game. What are you looking for in a game like this?
Yeah, and you're exactly right, Mike. Both these teams we saw just a week ago play really well in their wild card matchup. So now they find themselves
playoff fever in the air. It's the first of 4 this weekend. Off we go in the divisional round. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
You have to figure, Mike, this is a confident quarterback coming into this one. He played such a large role, not only helping them win the division, but then he followed it up last week with a big wild card victory. Now, 1 week away from a championship game in front of their home crowd, everything is falling into place. But if they want to play next week, they're going to need another big game from their leader.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
Winning in the wild card round, certainly an accomplishment that this team should be proud of. But, Mike, if he wants to take his team to the championship round next week, he's going to have to lead by example and play a mistake-free game against a team known for capitalizing on their opponent's mistakes. Yes, you have to be aggressive. You have to be willing to take some risks. And those risks have to be calculated, because if you get reckless against this group, you're going to be flying home. You're going to get ready for the offseason.
Shotgun now for Jones. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
The Antlers bringing out their punt team. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Steamers offense going to take over now for the second time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up the... I fumbled the football. And the defense has it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Antlers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. First and goal. They'll try to run this one in.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Now back at the 4 for second and goal. Now a play fake. Jones. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
Jones now on third and goal. That's going to be caught. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings him down at the 5. It's fourth down. Now Mike Tomlin going to send out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. His kick is perfect. And the Antlers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Steelers offense ready to see what they can do. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10. Drive will start on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's now third and 10.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Antlers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a first and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Throwing, Jones. Quick throw, out wide. It's caught. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. First and 10. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Third and long. From the gun, it's Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On comes the punter now. He's on for the second time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Steamers offense ready to take over once again. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the toss, they'll run. And that's well read by the defense. Knocked backwards. He's back at his own 9-yard line. It is 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. The Steamers lining up in punt formation, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Ooh. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Antlers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Jones now on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Jones fires quickly. It is complete on the slant.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC Divisional playoff. It's a 3-point game here early on. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On play action, it's Jones. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After that incomplete pass, we have a player shaken up. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. 21 is the line to gain as we hit 3rd down. Here's Jones. Quick throw, taken in. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? They'll try and run for it.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Here's Jones to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 3rd down, 3 to go. Throwing now is Jones. And this is too far over the end line. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future. It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now return coming from the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with a first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Back to throw. He's going to air this one out, and that is incomplete.
For an offense that really hasn't had a lot of things go right up until this point, those are the plays that you just have to make. Those can be a spark for the rest of the game, and it's amazing how quickly things can turn. But instead, he overthrows his receiver, and it's all for nothing.
The Antlers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. Now, Jones. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. To throw is Jones. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this third down a lot tougher. So, from 3rd and 2, back him up to 3rd and 7. Back to throw is Jones. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
That one a bit high, but it's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with him again. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. They'll send their tight end left. Jones going to try and throw on third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
To the ground, a first down run. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Jones. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently. Not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit, 6 points. So a touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
They'll stay on the ground. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. A gain of 21 on that pass play. And that will be a 1st down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that 3rd down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball, pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more of the AFC playoffs after this. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. A quick throw that's complete on the slant. Here's 3rd and 2. In trouble, and down he goes.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line. The visitors' offense make their way out to take over once more. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. And not much room to speak of there. He'll get this one only to about the 3. 2nd down and 8. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. Will just end up a little bit short. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff will get a chance to look him over during the break. Jones to throw on 3rd and 1. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. They get an even 20 on that one. That's enough for a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Jones. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the gun, it's Jones. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. Take it in, back at his own 12. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we are at halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it your way, let's hand it back over to Mike Tirico.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, this will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll start out first down and 10. Here's a run to begin this third quarter. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5. Jones. He'll get this out to his running back.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. He'll drop to throw. His throw left side is complete. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. He's going to let this one go deep. And penalty flags come in as it winds up incomplete, but no doubt there was contact there. Back to the ground after the penalty. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a run going left. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He'll get it inside the 20. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. So the decision has been made, and they will send the field goal unit out. This one will be from 37 yards out. No issues there. This one is good. And the Steamers are on the board. They cut the lead to 6-3.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On play action, it's Jones. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Now, Jones. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. A tight end in motion now. Now a give on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the 2nd half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And good hard running will get him down close to a 1st down. Might be a yard short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And it looks like he's got enough for the 1st down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Up the middle they go. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Handoff here, up the middle, and nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. He is down at the 14, but will have the 1st down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's Jones. He pulls it in around the 5. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. There is a marker down, but I think this score is going to hold up.
Offside, defense. That penalty is declined.
They'll line it up to kick the extra point. The kick is good. And the Antlers move out in front, 13-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back than in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
At the 34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. Here's a third down and 4. They'll try to set up the screen here. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive. Back to the air one more time. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. Here comes 3rd and 6. Back to throw. He's got a man. That's complete. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Now a run on 1st down. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike. It's just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
If you're going to give your guy a chance for a jump ball in the end zone, you better make sure you put that ball in the right spot. That seemed to me like the defender had a better chance at it than the receiver did.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Penalty marker down. He is only able to get to the 20-yard line.
Receiving team.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive will start on the ground. And this one's knocking out the cause. He is going backward. Tackled back at the 8.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Still 2nd down.
Now a play fake. Jones. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Shotgun now for Jones. Going for it all.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now, a big 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
He'll go left side here and complete this one. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And now, after that catch, they've got a chance here late, Mike. They've got enough time to try to move this thing down. I think they can win the game on this possession.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw yet again. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And the Antlers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll get about 5. Now this defense will use a 3rd and final timeout. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. They'll stick with him again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5. So it's a win for our visitors. They are able to do something that not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, got a date next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.